Three most underrated tricep mass builders. Let me tell you what those are. All right, guys and girls, if you've been a long time follower of the channel, you know that I'm not scared of unique exercises or ones that challenge the muscle in an unconventional way. So what I thought to do today is pick 3 exercises for triceps that I would say most people aren't doing regularly. And they're hard, they're effective, and they're gonna overload the entirety of the tricep, meaning long head, lateral head, and medial head. So let's start here with an exercise I don't believe I've ever filmed, but I've done a lot with John in the past, and this is gonna be called a pin press. So if you look here how I have this set up, you can do this in any power rack. I just need a flat bench, and then this looks like I have these safety stops set very, very high, but I don't, because once I lay down on here, you'll be able to see this is gonna be the top half of a close grip bench press. All right, so I'm gonna put my thumb on the knurling where it begins. And if you notice, I'm gonna take a thumbless grip. For me, I always felt best for close grip bench press. If you wanna wrap it around, by all means, go for it. So thumb right where the knurling starts, grab the bar. I wanna drive up explosively, just like that, flex the triceps. 1, 2, down, on the rack, pause, up, 1, 2, down to the rack, pause, 1, 2, drive up. One more, here, up, and we're good. So as you can tell, I have that set pretty high. Could you take that down one hole? Yes, but if we get any more depth, we might as well just pulse it on our chest. So with this pin press, I like to really do that top like 3rd to 4th range of motion loaded heavy. Like when John and I did these the last time I was in town with him, I had 3 1/4 on there. And this was 3rd or 4th in the rotation for triceps. So what I want you to think about here, guys, is with this exercise, you can load it heavy, and that's what I want. I want you to think about explosive power. So even though I'm doing a deloaded bar here, because it's an off day for me and I'm not gonna be stupid and tear my shoulder up, what I wanna think about here is overload, overload, overload. But I'm not losing control of that load. I'm not pressing up and then just letting it slam down on the rack. I'm still gonna control the negative. Even though it's a short negative, I want to control it to where it forces the tricep to stay under tension, then pause on that rack and then drive up explosively. So with this, he used to always have me do 5 sets of 5, which is an incredible, like, bam, 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 and we would just go training partner. If we had a training partner, we go, he go, I go, load weight, he go, I go, load weight. So you're looking at probably 45 to 75 seconds of rest and just crush the tricep. So the pin press, exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 in rotation is going to be the JM press, particularly banded on the Smith machine. So again, another exercise that John taught me to do. And then I noticed once I started paying attention, a lot of people were doing JM press on the flat bench press, but he always had me do it on an incline in the Smith machine with bands. So that is my absolute favorite, because as I press up and get stronger, the band tension picks up and it flattens that strength curve to make it hard, not only the bottom, but also the top. So with the JM press, another power movement here, guys. So just like the pin press, the close grip bench press, a heavy skull crusher, this JM press is an amazing alternative that's just solely working on elbow flexion. So taking the bar to your body and then pressing away from it. So if you've never done this, it does take a little practice and exercise setup, meaning you have to load an incline bench into the Smith machine, you have to double band it with the red band from Elite FTS, and then really control. So if you watch the video of me doing it here, I have 2 quarters and a doubled over red band, and that is a ton of tension at the top. And at the end of a tricep day, that right there kills my triceps and just forces blood into them, and feels pretty daggone good to my elbows, which is another major win when I'm talking about overloading the tricep and forcing it to work really hard against a moderately heavy weight. So for sets and reps for the JM press, I love a top set here where you work up to a really hard 8 to 12 and then just simply do a drop set. Could you do a rest pause with this? 100%. I just tend to like the drop set, because you can go, I did on that video that I know Chaz tagged in there, I did 2 quarters, 1 quarter, and then just the bands. Blew it up, in and out. I did 2 feeder sets. Felt incredible. So with that, you could also do volume. You could do 15 reps, go up in weight, go 12 reps, go up in weight, and do 10 or 8. Simple there. So with that, the exercise is pretty much a playground for you guys. Third and final exercise today is going to be the lying extension with a pulse. So if you look there, I have a moderately heavy weight here today. Normally when I do these, I think I work up to like 40, 45, maybe 50 if I'm feeling really strong. And all I want to think about is doing these from a dead stop. So come all the way down, rest the dumbbells on the ground. If you notice, I just did the back corner of that dumbbell, and that's where it felt the best. So I'm not lowering it to where it lays flat, because my arms don't really work that way. So just lower it, pause it, and then drive up. It feels incredible. It's like doing a skull crusher, but you're really stable because you have all the ground to base off of. And then with that pulse, it just, I'm telling you, when you do these, you're like, man, this works and it's super effective. So this is an exercise all day long at the end of your tricep routine. And then as far as sets and rep goes, I like nothing short of 8, as high as 15, and then definitely top set back off here. Or again, you could do volume. You could do a rest pause is probably the most simple because you're just literally laying on the floor and catch your breath. Sit up, drink some intra workout if you need to, lay right back down and start hammering them. So any of those 3 options are gonna work great for the lying pulse extension. All 3 of these are what I would consider unorthodox, or something that most people don't do in their tricep routine throughout the course of the week. And the cool part about them is a lot of these principles come from powerlifting and the sports background. Like I did more of these 3 for football than I ever did for bodybuilding until I met John. And then he really got me thinking and like, oh man, this is so much fun. Like I really enjoy being unique with my exercise selection and having multiple tools in a toolbox to where, if I'm in a gym like this where I don't have a ton of equipment, like I can't go do a machine dip, I can't do a machine tricep extension, I'm still able to come in here, have fun, do a variety of exercises and get my triceps growing. So install these 3 over the course of your next month of arm work. We have a pin press, we have a JM press, and lastly, the lying pulse extensions with the dumbbell. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, Chris TV.